up, YouTube fam? Stark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. All right, so still fighting off something. It's going around. Everybody's got it. Even ICT probably fluish. But I've been telling it, you shall not pass. On the upside, Kitty's feeling really good. I'm feeling a lot more peppy. So let's get some stuff going. I'm so excited because yesterday I had a bit of a mini epiphany and I want to share it. And I took a bunch of screenshots, so I posted it on my Twitter. So check it out yesterday. But I could not for the life of me understand where I should have entered for a trade in the morning um on ES, right? Mm. Sorry, I'm trying to have like one of these smoothies every morning. Trying to get some nutrients in me. This one's what, strawberry banana? Yeah. I know, I should make my own. I can be a little lazy sometimes. Anyway, let's jump in, take a look at that, and then go look for more of those setups because I like them. I like them a lot. I think they'll be my go-to, my mainstay. Because every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, we're going down. All right, let's get tiny. All right, I don't need this. I need this is Bitcoin. And I will come back and look at that because I think price behaved the way I wanted to. I don't think trading on the weekend's a good plan. It's just so slow, like molasses. Very annoying. All right, so yesterday's price action. Let's let's take a look here. So this is the 5 minutes. Let's come back over Sunday, some Monday stuff. All right. So Monday morning, I'm looking at all of this up here, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, we opened up, we've been above opening price, and we've just kept going up, right? Yeah, all right. So once we got up here, and actually let me grab the screenshots so you guys know I'm not crazy. Uh, yeah, it started at 10:28, right? Let me just grab a copy. So at 10:28, I'm looking at this on the 1 minute, right? So all of this coming up. Let's switch this to the 1 minute. Let's go back up here. Let's move this over. So at 10:28, I was like, yeah, well, it came back up to this way, right? That's when I took a screenshot. So I saw this rejection block and I was like, oh man, it came back up. It's going down. And I was like, ooh, beautiful. Um we've got a fair value gap right here. Beautiful. So I'm thinking, yes, based off of that, I'll take an entry at the base of this candle, the top of the fair value gap, right? And look what happened. It just dropped like a stone. And I had at the time, I was thinking to myself for a potential, this guy, something down here. So I dropped the fib at the top of this and the bottom of that. And I was like, okay, so if that's my target, sell side zone there, then I want something here, like 40-10, somewhere in the middle there, right? Actually, no, yeah, all the way down here. And you'll find that, let me see my last screenshot. Copy that. Actually, even more clear. I wanted to show where five handles would have stopped, right? Which would have been on this tick right here. And I was going for 25 handles. So 40-15 is where I stopped. So this base, not this one, sorry about that. Right there is what I was aiming for. But as we saw, take these off, could have written it down past this sell side down here beautifully and taken it right there. Shoot, you could have kept going all the way down here and gotten that guy beautifully. It's a pretty big run yesterday. If you're thinking about sell, if you're thinking this was sell side, target, I don't even know how big of a run that was. Let's check it out. Let's see how many ticks that was for a short position because I was like, I wanted to get in right up here, right there at the top of that fair value gap, right above that stop loss. And we were aiming for, let's say we're aiming for this sell side. That's right there. That one's just below it. Oh man, the 130 tick move. So how many handles is that? Let's find out. Now that's what you call a low resistance liquidity run in my mind. So 130 divided by 4, that's the 32.5 tick move. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. That's beautiful, really. It's a nice run. Anyway, so those are the types of things I've been able to notice, you know, and they've been working quite well for me. So let me clean up here. What are you? I think you were consequent encroachment of something, fair value gap. They took out this guy with prejudice. And then I honestly, like throughout the evening, I didn't really have a lot of time to pay attention to it. But it was very, it's very laggy. But we did have another potential opportunity. I'm seeing it here. What time was that? 8 o'clock? Nah, I wouldn't have been looking at it. So like between 3 and 3:45. 3 o'clock there. I guess I never really felt like they gave me much. Maybe this run right here, they came back up into that and then dropped. Could we have gotten 5 handles there? Is the question. So I couldn't really read it. It's right up there. And I'm looking for 5 handles. Looks like, yeah, could have gotten 5 on that move. But it was choppy and mean. Well, yeah, because we would have entered right there. And it wouldn't have taken too long, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. 5 handles. Not bad. But we're coming up on the end, the low of the day. I mean, there's not much to do there. Anyway, let's grab our back testing layout. And let's open up the Dixie as well. What have you been doing? So we climbed. Yep. We hung out and then we dropped. All right, I see. Okay, so we're going to use, yeah, why not? I've been playing with GBP, so let's just keep this one going. So just gonna grab the daily and just going to do our Stevie Wonder thing and see if we can find an entry. Let's hit the replay button. And click. All right, where do we end up? Friday, November 11th. Okay, question. Can I get all the way down to 5 minutes? How about 2 minutes? Okay. So we'll go for entries on the 5 minutes on this guy. All right, so let's head up to the 1 hour and auto that. They kicked me back. We gotta do that again. Sorry about that. It's the 1 day. No, I don't do Forex. Maybe we should do the NASDAQ. Yeah, let's do the NASDAQ. That's a different. Let's do that. Let's do the E-mini 2023. March contract should be coming to an end, right? We're coming up into March right now, right? So let's do a replay. And I haven't been trading this at all, so I don't have anything to go off of. I'm going to try and hang out in this general vicinity. Click. All right. Oh, good. It's a Monday. Perfecto. So let's drop down into like a 15 minute and let's delineate a few fun things. Let's see, what time is it? 4 o'clock on a Monday. 9:30. Okay. Friday. Friday. Okay, so got a new week opening gap. Just gonna note it. Approximately. And then I'm going to switch back to electronic trading. For this time frame. And so if the new week, let's go up to like the 4 hour. Just want to back up a bit or move forward a bit. I guess it doesn't matter in terms of the time because it's 6 o'clock on a Tuesday, so it keeps trading, but it's a bit sluggish. So let's see here. So we've been traveling up for quite a while. We've turned around. We've hit a bullish order block. No real fair value gap there. Just the order block. Anything over, a bit of an old high there. Coming up on an old low. So let me just do this. Just delineate sell side here. And let me change the colors for this so I know it's new week opening gap. So we traded way below it. So I'm expecting them to go back up into it. They recovered all of this. All right, let's drop into the 1 hour. So it is 7 o'clock. So I don't know how it trades at night. So I'm going to find out. I kind of want to go into the midnight time frame. Let's see what this looks like. All right, so we came down here. Oh, I took out this guy. This have offered us an opportunity. What time was this? It's 11 in the morning. Going into the lunch hour. That's Friday. Okay, so we're into Tuesday. The heck? Okay, let's see. So Monday's high is here. So I'm just gonna put buy side up here. This Monday's high. And this looks like they took out Monday's low. So, and Tuesday's low at the moment from 230 is all the way down here. So, let's see how they choose to. Let's go down to the 5 minute. See how they choose to let things flow. Now, in the short term here, this is buy side for me. It's a bit of a target. So is that. I took this sell side out with prejudice, came here, took out this short-term high, retraced back into this fair value gap and order block. Could take an order all the way this way. Oh, we missed it, right? We're just coming in. It's 6:10. I don't know how well this is gonna move. Oh, can I not? What's going on? I don't. Oh, guys, they literally put me back to where it is trading right now. What? I thought I had clicked. I guess I can't do 5 minutes. Trying to do some back testing here, you peoples. All right, let's see if we could have traded yesterday's price action. Okay. Jeez, just messing my whole thing up. Let's take that out. Don't want to give myself any clues. All right, so it's 4 p.m. on a Friday. So we're waiting for Monday to open. All right, so from this we have sell side here and all the way down there. And nice big fair value gap up here. That's nice and juicy. And we're kind of hanging out in this general range. So let me just delineate what I'm considering to be premium and discount. So let's drop down into the 15-minute. All right, so what can we do? So what's the time? It's Friday at 4:45, so that's the end of the day. Taking out sell side here. What have they done? They've dropped into what appears to be a fair value gap. Let's push that over just so we know. Okay. I kind of like the red for that. Let me change that. Okay. They failed to make a lower here. And let's add the S&P as the March contract as a new panel on the bottom here. Trying to look for S&T divergence in this case. Go to candles. Okay. Drop down, low, higher. All right, so everybody's pointing like back up, so good. Everybody's in alignment. So we're going back up. And what have they done now? Fair value gap here. They came back down into it quite nicely. Another one right here. So if I'm looking for a long, which it looks like I am, I like this scenario, and we're in a discount deep, because we're at the base of this thing, then where are we? 15 minutes. Go to the 5-minute. Will it let me? Yes, okay. I don't know, will I get an entry? So we have even clearer taken. Shallow. I need to go through here. We're thinking about it, but like I said, it's 6:10, so they're starting. How is this consistently pushing forward? It's Sunday. Oh God. Okay. So my thoughts are this, right? The open, we've got fair value gap here. I don't really want to see them come all the way back down here. And there's a small one here too. So I have two options for an entry. But there's this guy all the way down here. So let's say my entry is down here. Let's see if we get that. If they respect this, then might not. If they respect this, then this should be my entry. But we're just like bouncing around, so, and it's Sunday, so I don't even know. All right, so looks like this guy should have been my entry. Just took that out, so new fair value gap right here, order block right here. Let's see, the high of this candle is 1206.75, and the low of this candle is 1206.75. That's that entry. That's that. So the tick entry right there. So I said I wanted the top of this candle if they respected that, and stop loss right below it. I might hit the buy button down here if it comes back down. But targeting, we have a nice fair value gap up there. So why don't I roll up into that? Look to the left. Let's see, that's where I want to go, to that, right above it, right there. Let's see. And let me just also double check with another section. Let's use this tiny one. See if we have something that comes close to it. Yeah, all right, we got a little correlation there. All right, good. Okay, so let's see. Came back down. So, I get one more. I'm gonna buy right there. Okay. Okay. See here. Now 250 is like 20 handles, right? How many are this? Oh God. So I could have gotten my 5 handles right there and been done and happy. 250 in the bag. Let's see. Now if they take this out, I know they're doing what I want. We're doing this on the 5 minute for watching it on the 1 minute, but we are back testing. You see how they respected this and then moved away from it? That's why I felt comfortable coming in here. Now, once I get about 50% of my way to my thing, I move my stop up. So now we've hit this guy. That's pretty good return there. All right, what do we have to contend with? We've got to pay attention. Okay, so we've been going up quite nicely. We've got a fair value gap that just formed right there. I want that to hold it up. Do we have anything else juicy? Not at this time frame. I need that to hold it. So now we just took this guy out, right? They like to gather more orders, maybe come back into like another order block or something. So I'm not moving my stop loss. I'm not 50% there. So come on, keep it as support. Coming down, we've got order blocks right here. See? Gonna blow past it. Sometimes we just gotta sit through these things, right? Order blocks right here. This is watching out in the 5 minute. Now, if this turns into resistance, then I might cut my losses. But like I said, 250, 5 handles as a beginner, you already bagged and tagged that like it's going out of style. Okay, dropping back down into this order block down here. See that happen a lot. If I was holding for this guy, 5 minutes. Hmm. I could just be, I could be, I might be silly, but I still think we're going back up and they're just like meandering about. Shaking out the weak hands. Now, this is another interesting scenario. If they take this out, then I'm good. If they choose to stop, and there we go, with some prejudice. I want him to take it with some prejudice. Right. Beautiful. Just gotta sit through all this annoyance to get where you want to go. So, all right, gathering up some more orders. Okay, this guy, need them to bust through it. Turn it into support. Oh, beautiful. All right, so we're coming up. This is where I would move my stop loss into break even, like right about there. Let's do that. So we've moved up, quite a bit. I'm expecting all the way up here. Come back down to rebalance that fair value gap. 1, 2, going back up. Okay. Now, my other thing I should have paid attention to is mean threshold on this thing. So, hold on, let me fix this. It's actually like that. So did they just pop into mean threshold and pause? Yeah, they did. Okay. Given that they have hit mean threshold and I've got this much banked, and I'm almost 75% the way to my thing, moving my stop loss up to under here. So let's see. Oh, okay. I'm gonna flatten right here. I'm gonna see if I can get them to go back up a little bit. Okay, it's a strong, nice looking candle. 1225. I'm gonna flatten right there. Why? Because they made this and that lower high, I think they're dropping. So I might, if they take this out, go short from there. Okay, they went higher. So I could be wrong, but I'm not mad at 1225. But I saw something that I didn't particularly like. So, well, we might be going all the way. Let's see. Still haven't taken out any lows, right? Equal lows. But they always tend to go back up a bit. If you're lucky, you can exit. All right, so looking like we're taking this out. All right, so I'm happy with my exit. If I'd been thinking about mean threshold, I would have just taken it there as well. Okay, now we've had a switch. Let's see, and let's pop up our ES here and see what that looks like. So equal lows. Exciting. All right, let's continue. So just because we're out of a trade doesn't mean we have to get right back into one. That's another thing that I need to work out in my brain, you know? So what do we have? I saw this and then this, and I was like, okay, wait till they come up here, sell it, be done. Equal highs right here. They might bust through it and actually make it. I don't know. But he made a shift here properly. What they haven't done is giving me anything for an entry besides like mean threshold of this candle right here, which is up there, and they tapped it right there. Fascinating, isn't it? We're also still on the major time frame in a discount. So let's dive in here and see what they give us. So I think we're coming back down now. And this is, I guess, is more significant of a lower high, but If they respect this and continue down, then my conjecture is right. I could be wrong. They do like to come close. Now they're leaving me a proper breadcrumb. They took that out, but they haven't been going any lower. There you are. So I would enter for a short here. Question is, where am I going? And I can take this off because that's done. But they took that here. They haven't taken that here. I don't know. Let's. So my general idea for an entry would be here for a short. Stop loss up there. So let's see. Can we get that? We do. So let's sell right there. Ew. And flatten. I am not going to take that. It's because tide's flying against me. Looks like I could have held. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look at that. Beautiful. Huh. Probably was too hasty here, but that would have worked out nicely. So it's okay. Made myself a little thousand there, and that's why you should stop after you've done what you need to do and keep it moving. That was fun. And if I'd paid closer attention to the bottoms of ES, we'll find that, let's see, everything was still pointing upwards, yeah. So could have held my trade to my take profit. So 32 minutes. Time is it? 6:37. All right, let's go see if we can find something else. Because I liked that. That made sense. All right, so they're about to take some coiling up right now. They're taking buy side here. Okay. Going even higher. Nice. I am most happy with my analysis. I got a little spooked here because it sort of looked like what I was looking for, rejection wick right here. But they just got up there. So I should have been a bit more, what I'm looking for, patient, I guess. I was patient, but it's what I saw. So I exited. Let's see. I know this was very decisive. Should have waited for them to take this base out to think they were going to drop. Okay, so they're back at sell side, buy side. No, this feels different than this. Rejection, lower. It's a lot of wicking. And gotta wait for something and didn't give it to me. Wow. All right. What are you reaching for? You took that out. Coming all the way up here. Okay, so in terms of order blocks, wow, okay. Did that just roll the top of this guy? What's the high of the 12,109? Let's come over here. It's the low of this. 12,106.25. Huh. So like 12,109, we got an entry up here, approximately, to write that back up. Just gotta look to the left for different order blocks and things. And this becomes a breaker block, actually. We just busted through it. Oh man, I have such a hard time finding them, you know? So if I do this, draw it out in time, it's a breaker block. They just tapped it and ran away. Beautiful. They didn't even wait. They just tapped it and took off. We're already long and bullish. I don't know why I thought I'd just short there and lose myself. A little bit of moolah. So tiny fair value gap. Nothing really here. Little guy right here. They could, I'm not entering it, I'm just watching price. They could just tap it and continue on up to that guy. Or not. Whoa. All right, so we just had a nice shift right there. Shift. Bunch of order box right there. Fair value gap here. I'm not doing anything. This is where it starts to get dicey for me. The breaker is turning into resistance. So I'm finding sometimes the shifts happen and they never go back up to it. I'm looking for a clear buy, like up here, clear. It's too choppy. It's nothing for me to do. It's not clear. If they came back up to here, technically you could also buy here. Then you have to have a bigger stop loss. It's too wide. Consequent encroachment, I would be interested maybe, but there's no clarity. And let's take a look at this guy. No divergence. Equal lows on here. It's a little higher up. I don't know. Hang on. They're gonna want to take that, I think. Thinking about stuff. Look how they're respecting the breaker. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna dig up. I don't know if I care about that one as much. So what do we have? I'm sure on the lower time frames there's something, right? That's pretty. So we have sell side imbalance, a SIBI. Sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Rather large fair value gap. Personally, I only want to see them hit about 50% of it. Not taking another trade though, so there's nothing clear except for this beautiful break. I'm taking out more than I want. So after a successful run, take your money, come back later and find another clear setup. Now, a more experienced trader than me would have taken a short from here. I am not experienced, so I don't know. So I'm waiting for what looks like clarity to me. Now it looks like they came back down into this order block right here. Or maybe they're continuing on up. There's still this buy side to be taken. Well, yep. See. Now they've clarified things a bit right here. So if I were to take a long, I would do it from here. Let's see. Let's say I do that. Come back. Let's do that. Stop loss right below here. Flatten. All right, so I've just lost some of my money because my stop loss would have been taken right there. This is why I continue to test and figure things out. The tide has shifted. So I take my winnings and go on about my business. See, it is only 5 minutes, so a little bit more. It's another shift, fair value gap, order block right there. This is that. So this is what happens if I were to like make my first clear win and then start just willy-nilly right after, just re-entering. Best to just walk away, find another setup later, take your money. I mean, you might be able to take a ton of trades in a day, of course, but this is what would happen. You'd start slowly whittling down your profits, right? Whereas when I found this guy, it was very clear what I wanted. It gave me a clear entry, and so far with things that were unclear, I've managed to whittle down half of my winnings. So I want to test and see how these things work for me. Now we have a second shift after buy side taken right here. Fair value gap. I'll try one more if it comes back up. Right now it's choppy. Now they're coming back up into this. Order blocks all the way up here or here. You can take an entry right there or down here. I want a best entry, so it would be like right there. Let's see. Stop loss probably above the sell side right here. What's even my target? These are things I gotta think through, right? Like where am I going with this? If I take this base, that base, and my is down here, so aiming for that down there. Let's see how this plays out. I don't even know how many. I might just whittle out all of my money at this point. Five handles already taken there, 250. We're thinking ICT is just as sick as me, probably. Commentary via Twitter. Okay. Uh, Stop loss above this. Still inside this breaker. Soupy, 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 soupy. This is bad. Yep. I'm about to whittle out all of my monies. 450. I flatten. Gone. Back up to this order block instead. I don't know. So my stop loss is above this thing. Quite a negative at the moment. So this is why you wait, right? Oh, and I'm being stupid because I'm not even looking at time. Ha ha ha. That's another thing. Gotta look at time. If we're not looking at time, then this type of thing will happen. So these are the lessons that I'm learning this way without, because I mean, come on now, it could go either way. It's after hours. I should be done, you know? I should not have entered at all. Because what time was this? It's 6 o'clock. Calm now. Calm now. Yeah. So this is a good lesson. Because now it's just soup. If I get out of this in some kind of positive, it's, I think, some kind of miracle, personally. Oh, coming back down. I mean, given the time, it's midnight. I wouldn't even be awake. So I'm just gonna flatten and be done with it. I assume it goes down further, but no, that's fine. All right, I think that's good. So what have I learned? One, pay attention to time, right? I know I'm just looking for stuff, but my first assumption about you've got that good setup, write it for as far as you can, right? Follow your process for entering and exiting, and just go from there, and then stop. Got a good trade, beautiful. Wait for another of your setups to form, right? Decide at that point if you want to look for another big setup or you want to look for something small, like another five handle or whatever throughout the day to kind of shore things up. And maybe if you've caught that big move during the day, then come back in the afternoon for the next big move. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that's a good plan. It's a good, but I recognized what it means to actually go in there, make a good choice, and then on the heels of that, be like, okay, I can get into another one, another one, another one. Why? It's already hit where you thought it was gonna go, right? Maybe it doesn't have as far to travel after that. In any case, it's a good lesson for me. And I think my choice for exit was also good because it's something I recognized and I thought, oh no, we might turn around from here. So given that, there's nothing wrong with where my exit was for my first trade. But everything was wrong with wanting to get back in immediately after and do another one, do it. You saw what happens when you do that. You just start to whittle down your profits. So wait for something that makes sense for you. Anyway, that's a very big lesson for me today. And I didn't add all of the other stuff. Like right now, just looking for the setups. I had no real bias except, okay, I see a break, it's going in this direction, here's my target. Done. All right. Happy Tuesday. And drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you feel like it. Shakira, out.